All right, it is Wednesday, December 4th. We are a couple days away from the second to last UFC fight card of the year. Alessandro Pantoja versus Asakura for the flyweight title, which nobody's talking about. Co-main event, the people's main event, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Machado Garry. But forget about that for a second. Dana White finally announced UFC 311, and it's a straight-up banger card. Top 2 fights. Just dropped a video on it. I encourage you to go check it out after the stream. Later, whenever you're watching this, make sure you go check it out. Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan 2 for the lightweight title. Co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili defends his bantamweight title against Umar Nurmogomedov. Not to mention, you have Yuri Prohaska versus Jamal Hill. The card's just straight up stacked. It's glorious. It's beautiful. I cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait for that card. So I dropped the video about 2 hours ago. I planned on going live sooner, but then time just got away from me somehow, some way, somehow. And now it's 2 hours later. So if you've already checked it out, appreciate you. It's actually doing pretty good in views. Why is my nose? The second I start to stream, my nose starts itching. My mustache is tickling my nose. Sorry about that, boys. Anyway. Let's get to some questions. Jamal Hill will KO Yuri? Probably. John, Joey, definitely one of my favorites to watch. Thank you, Chase. Pat, thank you for the 99-cent poverty dono to start it off. And, of course, now I got to start to stream itching my nose 60 times because somehow my mustache is tickling it. Pause. Anyway. All right, let's see what the messages are saying. He's late. You think Overlap has all day? Overlap, you shut your mouth, buddy. You show up, you donate $1.99, you dip out. So you watch your mouth. Tay2 with the $1.99 finally got the 311 announcement. Fire card. I can't wait. Remember yesterday, Tay2, you said it was going to get canceled. Otherwise, you donate $50. You remember that? Because I do. Chase with the $19.99. Right off jump. Right off rip. We're 2 minutes in. And Chase is just dropping $19.99 donos. Pat's $1,001 dono. I don't know. Pat's probably donated. He's been donating $1 for like a year and a half now. He's probably up to about $100. He's probably about up to $100 by now. Days with the rare 99-cent poverty dono. Appreciate you, Days. With no message because you can't even send a message for 99 cents. You don't even get to send a message for 99 cents. All right, good. It went off in Discord. Everyone knows. I'm so psyched about 311. I was so down on shitty-ass Dern versus Hebos. 311 has bumped me back up. Has bumped my spirits back up. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good. You know what's funny? I was thinking to myself earlier. It was probably about 3, 4 o'clock. I was like, you know what? I'm only going to do my live chat tonight. I had a million video ideas circulating through my head. I said I'm only going to do the live chat tonight, and I'm actually going to set up my new laptop that I bought like 3 weeks ago that I still have not set up yet. And literally like within, what was it, an hour later? I don't remember exactly when it got announced, so I don't remember exactly, but boom. Fight news gets announced for 311. You're here for the whole stream. We'll see about that. I'm gonna do a attendance check. I'm gonna do an attendance check, okay? Midway through, I'm going to do an attendance check at the end. We're going to see if you're still here. Sup, Joey? Hope you are well. Some bangers announcement. Also, 310 hype. I know. Does anyone else kind of wish Garry versus Shavkat was the main? I know it doesn't make sense, but it's really the people's main event. Joey, I love your content, but as an O'Malley tard, I get triggered whenever you make fun of sweet Tim Welch. Well, he deserves to get made fun of. He really does. He really does. Anyway, Tay2, thank you for the 199. Wishful thinking Islam, Umar, and Yuri for the W. You're right, outside of probably Yuri. I think Jamal Hill's going to win that one. You said no. The Battle of Eastern Europe, 311 will save lives. Joey, how is 311 already better than the Sphere, and aside from 308 and 300, better than all the 2023 cards? You might not be wrong, dude. Without you sent me something? Hold on. Yeah. I would have posted that and be like, Ian Garry's a massive hypocrite after what he criticized Neil Magny for. Dude's ground and pounding his son. That's funny. That's actually funny. Funny. Someone should make that joke. Let's be honest here. Garry only took this fight in hopes of winning the people overthrown, knowing he would take his first L. He's gonna win. He's actually gonna win. So be embarrassed of your pick, buddy. Ooh, and I'm going wild on stream after he wins. After he gets it done. After he gets it done, I'm going wild. Future UFC superstar Peyton Talbot on 311. I know I actually mentioned in the video, if you watch the entire video, I mentioned it. Peyton Talbot on the card as well, man. Peyton Talbot on the card as well. Thank you for the 199. I'm so excited for this weekend. I just purchased the card. Sweet. You should have bought it early. You get a $10 discount. Joey, last year on Jen, we had the disgrace at 297. Dana, yeah, dude, the 297 was horrible. Did you see Luke Thomas's response to the video you made about Ian Garry? Somebody commented and say Luke Thomas made a video, but how is that a response to my video? It was just something about people hating on Garry. And from what I understand, basically he understands that it's all made up too, I guess because he has a brain. So what do you mean that's a response to my video? You think you took inspiration from mine or what? Technically I took his line about the incel 9/11. But I did hear of an Ian Garry video from Luke. Somebody told me about it in the comments on my video, which my video got disliked into oblivion, which I don't care. It's just funny. But that video actually died off in the algorithm and didn't get that many views because the view time is absolutely horrendous on it. It's clearly taking dogs at you very subtly if you pay attention. Digs. From what I understand, it was an agreement. From what I understand, it was in agreement with me. So I think you guys just like to make up shit. Good, it was a terrible video. Luckily, I'm here and I don't give a fuck. Respect to Merab for the short turnaround. I was literally screaming. I dropped to my knees. Luke Thomas collab, sure. I'd have him on. Can you make a video? Alex not ducking Ankalaev as Ank won't fight in Ramadan. So in May there will be a fight and people will be saying Alex is ducking Ank and won't fight him. I don't get what you're talking about. Can you make a video? Alex not ducking Ankalaev. Dude, Alex doesn't want nothing to do with Ankalaev. Let's be real. Joey takes inspo from the GOAT Luke. No, I don't really watch his videos. I used to actually watch him back in the day, but I haven't watched him in very long. But I still see some of his stuff or hear about some of his stuff. I watched his coverage of the Conor McGregor stuff with the interview with the reporter who covered the courtroom trial. So I decided to change my picture. Figured you would like it. Pound for pound king. But yeah, dude, why are you saying he took digs at me? Like, do you just make this shit up? You literally made that up. You literally just made that up. I like how Dana called Islam pound for pound #1. Called it out in the video as well. You didn't watch the video. Woke incel. Ask your mom if I'm an incel, brother. Ask your mom if I'm an incel, Achilles. What a weird message to send while we're just talking about fights. I'm not making it up. You clearly didn't watch the video. I saw the title and I skimmed the video, and basically he said people who were worried about his personal life are fucking idiots. So I did watch the video, Bob. I noticed you pointed it out. So that's an agreement with me. Kron is looking like he finally left homelessness. I haven't even seen him. Michael O'Brien, Ngannou versus Nikitov. Who wins? I don't know what that means. All right, dude, you're just making up shit. I'm not even reading your messages anymore. I'm hate watching, but you never say something like that. That person is definitely projecting. you're hate watching. I'd never say something like that. That person is definitely projecting. Who are you talking about specifically? So you're confusing me and the other guy. I'm talking about the Dana Islam pound for pound #1 thing. Oh, okay. I pointed out in the video. Yeah. I guess you saw it in the video is what you're saying. But it's hilarious. He'll use the pound for pound #1 to promote Islam when it's convenient for him. Joe, did you see Jones replying to a fan with a eye emoji? No, I don't see all that. Sup, dude, first stream. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. But I'll pick Ngannou basically over everyone except Jones. Ank already said he will fight during Ramadan. He will give him a rematch too. We consider Makhachev pound for pound over Jones if he beats Arman. I already think there's the argument to be made. Michael O'Brien, thank you for the 199. I stand with Conor. Look up the facts. And obviously you're not well versed in the facts if you stand with Conor. You're not well versed in the facts if you stand with Conor. But thank you for the 199 otherwise. What will be your thoughts if UFC offered title shot to Ank and he refuses? That's not going to happen. Eatable, Lucky Charms, watching MMA Joey. Tay2 with another 199. Joey inhales oxygen, exhales testosterone. Thank you. I know you said you were picking Umar by decision, but I could see him stopping him by knockout. It could be. Umar, I feel like you would have to head kick KO him, though. Conor McGrapist, yeah, basically. I think Arman gets Islam, to be honest. It'll be crazy competitive. We'll see. Joey, how often do you watch people's MMA videos? I would say close to zero. Close to zero is what it would be. Basically, Ariel Helwani interviews, the ones that I do videos on. If I haven't done a video on it, I haven't watched it. What else have I watched recently? Luke Thomas's interview with the Irish lawyer, not lawyer, sorry, reporter, who was in the courtroom for the case. And occasionally if someone points out a video, I'll go skim through. And then on my actual, like my MMA Joey YouTube channel that I'm logged in on here, when I'm like editing something, basically my entire algorithm is like small MMA YouTube channels. Not as much anymore, but like channels I basically never heard of. And I'll click on them and let them play for a little bit and try to give them some retention time. Kevin's interviews. Yeah, I listen to Kevin's interviews, but that goes under interviews. Nikita Han won't sleep with you. Conor does better. Yeah, Conor couldn't take no for an answer. And so he mercilessly beat her into a submission. Thank you for the 199, though. Tay2, thank you for the 199. If Talbot wins top 10 next and fast track him to a title, sure. Fuck it. I don't think his I don't think his grappling is good enough right yet. So I don't know. I think he should get a couple more wins before he gets fast track. Some woman had to swim through shark-infested waters to get away from Conor. I know. As a wrestling channel, I never thought I'd be rooting against Arman or Merab on the same night. That is pretty crazy. Check out the MMA Clown Show. I'll check it out. I'll be sure to check it out. I've heard they're a big fan of me. Talbot going to win the title for sure. I don't know. It's way too early to say that. Jay, if 311 was in New York, would you go? Probably. I don't know. It's going to be hard to cover it. It's hard. I want to cover it more than anything. And to go there live it makes it more of a pain in the ass and costly. Harder to cover and costly. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So, Joey, why don't you think Hamzat posted that Trump pic tagging DDP? Because he's hoping there is some type of political influence that gets him okay to come into the United States, and that probably will happen, but I don't know the mechanism within the political landscape that will make that happen, but it wouldn't surprise me. Dana White has a lot of political influence. Now, that is why I think it is way more likely happening now. Arman kick doesn't even hurt Oliveira. Islam is far superior to Charles. I agree. Talbot's going to win the way too sure. Islam 48-47, 49-46. Yeah, I think Islam wins probably. I'll say close 49-46. Hamzat claims he can already go to the USA. Okay, well, hopefully he gets in the USA. You saw Dana promoting OF girl. Yes, I did. I did see that. Hop on the Talbot train now. I'm already on the Talbot train. Tay2, thank you again for $1.99. But yeah, Dana's kind of embarrassing, man. Dana's kind of embarrassing. Look, he knows his audience. It's the incel fan base. They all knew exactly who she was. They all knew who she was. They knew, oh, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of obvious. They're like, oh, OnlyFans girl. Come on, guys. We need some likes in here. Support real MMA news. Yeah, like the stream if you could. It helps boost the channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you would like the stream. It helps the channel. Hypa, thank you for the 3 months of membership. Did I forget to read someone else's membership thing? Days, thank you for the 15 months of membership. Couple of days until Gary beats Shavkat. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Days, for the 15 months of membership. It just hit me. I read that in my head, but then forgot to read it aloud. Thank you. If that ever happens, just remind me. If I fuck up, just remind me, and I'll catch it at some point. Arman round 5 TKO. Umar round 2. That's a little bit. I think that's a little bit overzealous. But thank you, Glass, for pointing that out. Rakhmonov bringing up that he tapped Ian during sparring 2 years ago is just trash talk and a way to get into Ian's head. He results are irrelevant. That's true. I think it actually is a disadvantage to Shavkat, for being honest. Because if he whooped Ian, he was way better than Ian in training 2 years ago. He's probably coming in overconfident. Is my thought. Yeah, I remember Jamal Hill said Ank couldn't come to the United States, and he had just fought in the United States, and it was just completely and utterly humiliating. Let me actually save this to a playlist. Weekly MMA live chat. It is the... okay. All right, and I titled that correctly. Can you guys believe it's about to be the end of the year? That's insane. That's insane. John Dodson would have been considered the flyweight GOAT if DJ didn't exist. Shavkat pulling a Leon Edwards is going to be too overconfident about him and Ian Spart. I don't know about all that. Jamal Hill will be champ at the end of 2025. I don't know about that. You mean the Abraham Lincoln looking dude? The worst diss ever? Yeah, Jamal Hill has the worst insults ever. I can't believe Dana's out here like pushing girls around in suitcases. I wonder if Dana's out here blowing these girls' backs out. He's just an old, bald motherfucker out here hanging out with, like, 25-year-old women. I watched your Ian videos you posted. He does look fired up and it's becoming 50-50 who wins. I think it was 50-50 from the beginning. What's crazy about my pick, Arman round 5 TKO or Umar? Both. Both. Islam's not going to be easy to finish. Neither is Merab. If Umar's a favorite like -300, that's clear doggy privilege from the odds makers. Was that real? I thought that was AI with Dana. Nah, I think Dana posted it. It was on my feed. I'll tell you that much. It was on my feed. Hill versus Ank trash talk would actually be better than Alex, to be fair. Hill's always getting butthurt over everything, man. Hill is just such a little soft. He's just soft, man. He's just soft. He's soft in the body. He's soft in the brain, too. Can you explain Jamal Hill's chest tattoos? No, I don't think anybody could explain those. That's what you call not the smartest, not the sharpest tool in the shed. What's your predictions for the January card? I did an entire video. I'm going to Islam and I'm going to Umar. I'm probably picking them both by decision if we're being honest here. Didn't know that was Dana. I saw her face in the luggage and kept scrolling. Yeah, I'm assuming he was tagged. That's why it was in my feed. I don't know. I don't follow that girl. I don't even know who she is up until we saw her. What was it? The original? Oh, smashing the car. And I have seen a video or two like that before. I remember you picking Hill to beat Poetan. Fair enough. Bro said, just paid for my 310 tickets. I'm pretty hyped, but odd to watch by myself. That is odd. How much did you pay? What section are you in? Ank is clever on the mic like Islam and Habib. Umar is too. He rose to Henry and Usman constantly on their pod. Yeah, for sure. You can tell which fighters are the smarter ones. You can tell. Islam's very smart. DDP's very smart. I'm just mentioning random names. Topuria is actually really smart as well. I don't think he's as smart as those guys, though. Joey, who wins between Makhachev and Topuria? Easy win for Makhachev, most likely. Dude, you were right about Ariel Helwani being a Leon meat sucker. What did he do now? Did he do something new? Is there something new? Oh, my God, this stupid browser bullshit. How long is this going to go for? Do you think Sean Woodson's underrated now? Honestly, if Hill... Hold on. Honestly, Hill was dumb as fuck. Had a good chance against Pereira. I know. And all he had to say was my timing got thrown off. And I think that's why I got caught. But also, he got fucked over by the UFC. The UFC paid him a bag to come back and save UFC 300. He wasn't ready to return. He had already publicly outspoken. I made an entire video the night it got announced that Jamal Hill was not ready. And that's why I shouldn't have picked him, but I fucked up and picked him anyway. You made a good pick with Bilal over Leon. Wait till you see my pick, Gary over Shavkat. UFC ticket prices are outrageous. Yeah, for 310 they were actually pretty good, though. I went to Nunes Pena 2 by myself, and honestly it was dope to be solo and enjoy it. I want to go to another event shortly. Why are you picking Gary over Shavkat? Way cleaner striking. It comes down to can Shavkat out-grappling. And I don't know if he's going to. I think we're going to get Leon versus Brady. Well, then Leon's going to lose again. I think we're going to get Leon versus Masvidal probably. Thank you for the 199. Tay2. Talbot versus Vera. O'Malley then title. Jamal did come back too soon, so you think he will get another title shot if he beats Yuri? I think he'll be gifted his next title shot, borderline. Because the UFC feels bad because he saved 300. So in their minds, they kind of owe Jamal a rematch. Or another fight. I would love to see if Ank beats Pereira. Depending on who's available as a contender, you could do Ank in a title defense and do Jamal Pereira too. Jay, please check up on poor Aljo and his 2 yes men. They really try to get Jan a title shot on his shit podcast. I know. Go tell me how many views that podcast got. I'm curious. Your boy Chandler's calling out Jorge. Thoughts? Complete and utter embarrassment and pathetic and weak. How pathetic is the UFC is promoting Aylin Perez on the main card after twerking in a girl's face? What main card is she on? Oh, God. Section 219, row D, paid $124. UFC 310. Where'd you buy it from? I don't want to go to StubHub. They're overpriced. Go to T-Mobile Arena. Buy tickets. Get tickets. Let's see. 219. Damn, dude got in pretty cheap. I wonder how the seats are there, though. Why didn't you get row G? If I went, I'd get fucking floor seats. I'd get, let's see, this floor seat, only $1,000, man. If I knew, if I could see into the future and I knew Gary was going to brutally KO Shavkat, I would drop $1,000 right now on one of these tickets and go. It'd be $1,224 for the ticket, including fees. That'd be pretty sick. Sit floor seats. Overlap, watch your mouth. Don't insult me for picking Gary. I expect a $150 dono from you, Overlap, when Gary beats Shavkat. 4.9, and when you covered it like 5 days ago, it was at 4.1. And what did my video get on it? Let me see. I'm curious. My video got 12K, which isn't great, but it's decent. Thousands for floor seats is damn steal, I know. In Vegas, in the T-Mobile Arena, I know. Tick pick, never even heard of it. Big Joey, last video was fire. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's actually doing well. Let me go check, see how well it did so far. Yeah, it's got 6,000 views in 2 hours. That's good for me. It's almost trending at #1. Man, that really uplifted my spirit. That really uplifted my spirit. Because I was really down in the dumps after the bullshit that was the first card of the year. Tay2, thank you for the $1.99. Let's go to UFC 311 and root for Talbot together. All right, you buy the tickets, Tay2, and I'll be there. Like your new video, but I don't agree with you saying Umar dominated Corey, but I think a domination, I think first round finish. Well, then you don't know what domination means. He shut Corey down. It was a masterclass. Corey had no success. That's domination. Do it. Shavkat, first fight, back off a broken foot too. Who knows what he has done with it to his footwork. Listen to Joey's based MMA takes while playing Fishing Simulator. That sounds pretty slick. Floor experience is fun, but the first level standard seats are better because you get the angle. That is true. When I've been, I've always gotten first level. Apparently seats just above the level are the best. You can actually see into the cage, yeah. Well, I don't really worry about it. Like when I'm looking at floor seats, I don't really worry about it because I'm tall, so even people standing up, I can see over them. But a lot of people don't have that luxury. A lot of people don't have that luxury to be 6'5", all right? A lot of people don't have that fucking luxury to be 6'5". I'll just wear my white New Balances. I'm 6'5" with my white New Balances on. Think I'm kidding. Think I'm kidding, but it's nothing but facts. Anyway, floor seat, already read that. When I went to MSG and I went to 172 and I got first elevation. I got to go to an event in the next 2 years. But I don't know, man. It's just hard to cover. What am I going to cover from my hotel room? It's going to take me 2 hours to go back and record my post-fight. How am I going to enjoy it? I'm going to be stressed out. I'm not seeing everything that I need to see. You know what I mean? What if I need to watch replays? I got to go buy the pay-per-view now? Tay2, thank you for the $1.99. Who do you think Talbot beats in the top 10? I think he could beat Rob Font right now. I think he beat Rob Font right now. I don't know about who else. Cool to see the growth in this channel. For real. Good shit. Thank you, Chicken Tasers. Dropping $1,000 for front row to see Chrome Gracie fight. That is a bit embarrassing. That is a bit embarrassing. Joey, I think Shavkat will not grapple whatsoever. Do I get mod if I'm right? Don't know if I'm wrong. So what do you mean? He just purely strikes and wins is what you're saying? Shavkat by split decision. Grappling will lean the judges towards Shavkat. Imagine Gary gets a robbery decision and then goes on to brag about how he dominated like Paddy Pimblett. Oh, God, no. Please, no. Please, God, no. Don't do that. Oh, if he pulls out, I won't be able to defend him off of that one. Slide, thank you for the $2. Crazy that Hill Yuri's the second or third fight on the card. It's going to be third fight. It's going to be a featured fight on the card. Third from the top to the, get my point. You can work with Kevin Ioli and make some collaborative content. Yeah, we can meet up and do it like a little podcast in a hotel room. I doubt that would happen. I don't know if I'm going to hit up another man, but hey, man, you want to meet me up and you want to meet in a hotel room and record some footage? I could post online. I'm in a very difficult situation this week. I'm vice president of the Ian Machado Garry fan club, but Shavkat is my favorite fighter to watch. Jackson, you better get back in line, buddy, or heads are about to roll. Heads are about to roll. You want to be impeached? You want to be fucking impeached? I love Shavkat too. Shavkat's one of my favorite fighters. Joe, when you make Gary videos, yeah, I know exactly how good Gary is. Thank you for reiterating it. Damn, Dana's an inspiration to all fat old guys. I can honestly see Gary getting robbed. Hope he finishes him, man. That's what I'm picking. Shavkat never purely strikes. He at least, dude, Shavkat's so dangerous with knees to the body in the clinch. Even in the entries, like as Shavkat enters the clinch, he always throws a knee. Do the rest of this stream shirtless for 100? Absolutely not, bro. I'm fucking ripped under this shirt. You guys want me to sit here shirtless this entire time? Like, these are straight up pecs. These are legit pecs, all right? If you seen Big Papa Pump from the WWE back in the early 2000s, that's exactly what I look like shirtless. Exact to a T. Joe, you always say you're 6'5". How do we... This fucking dumb shit again. Do you know how many streams I've stood up on for you, dumbasses? And now you're asking me, how do we know? What the fuck do you care? If I'm 5'1", I'm 5'1". If I'm 6'5", I'm 6'5". If I'm 6 foot, I'm 6 foot. What the fuck do you care about another man's height? Huh? Do you always ask another man his height before you offer him a blowjob or something? Like, dude, what do you care for? What do you care? $100 dono or keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, I'm not standing up on command for another grown man, okay? Jeez, I'm so tired of hearing that dumb shit. Like, hey, man, how am I supposed to believe how tall you are? I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. What do I care? What are you worried about another grown man's height for? You want to fuck me? Like, I'm so tired of hearing that dumb shit. Like, who cares? Dudes donating to me, asking me to take my shirt off. Other dudes saying, how am I supposed to know how tall you are if you don't stand up? And then when I stand up, you're going to say, oh, well, I can't really tell anyway. Like, what the fuck? I'm 6'5", 267 pounds. Straight up jacked. Literally look like Big Papa Pump from the early 2000s. So, that's all I can give you. Same people who hate Ian Gary love Sean O'Malley. Let his friends bang his wife. There you go. Touch the nerve, Joey? I did. How tall are you? Stand up? Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. 311 is stacked. I think cage control is guaranteed. The question is, will Gary defend the takedowns from those positions? Dude, he had trouble taking Wonderboy down. Wonderboy was a dumb fuck and started jumping into the air. Started jumping into the air and then got taken down. Thought you were 290. Are you training? Yeah. Me and Jarrett Cannonier basically look the same. That makes sense. Joe, should I buy gummy worms or beer? Gummy worms. Imagine if Buckley KOs Covington and starts screaming over his body. Back shot's dead. Back shot's dead. He's just fucking ripping shots. And he's just screaming it. Joey only 5'1". Confirmed. You got it. Touch the nerve. Dude, I literally stood up and I have a tape measure right here. Look. I stood up with this tape measure right here. Boom. But I stood up with this right next to me. On a stream that I believe might still be up on the channel if I'm not mistaken. So you guys can cry me a river. If you don't believe me, I don't care. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Who gives a fuck? If I was 5'5", what's the matter? You should dig deeper into Dana saying that Islam is pound for pound convenient after Jones Stipe no longer needs promotion. Okay, I'll dig deeper into it. Who you got, Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez, you mean? I'll take Gregory Rodriguez. I think Cannonier's getting washed up a bit. Domination is Hamzat versus Rob, not a 5-round decision with competitive scrambles with gun-shy Corey. There's different levels of domination. Cap, you never stood up on stream before? Send 50, Tatos. If you send 50, I'll stand up for you, all right? Someone's going to clip this out and say Joey's begging for donos now. But yeah, go ahead. I'll stand up. Someone sends 50, I'm standing up for you. That's it. That's the new rule. What size is your foot? It depends on the brand of shoe, but usually 12.5, but sometimes it can be a 12 and sometimes it can be a 13. Depending. Not that matters either. But yeah, I would take Gregory Rodriguez. Ian Machado Gary's already top 8 pound for pound. Dude, if Ian Gary starches out Shavkat, I'm saying he's pound for pound top 5. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Ian Machado Garry punches his ticket to the pound for pound list. Dude said make it clap. I'm done. Remember the other guy who chugged water for donos? Don't know that. You're welcome for the... I don't know what that means. I believe you are 6'4". Sorry, my friend. Thank you for the $2, Ray Justice. Appreciate the $2. I picked Ian by decision, but I could also see a late finish, is exactly what I said. I said I can see him getting a 4th or 5th round TKO, but I'm picking him via competitive decision. Hey, Joey, what is your blood type? How much do you make before taxes each year? And what is your deepest, darkest secret? All right. I'm blood type A. Wall Street banker. Depends, but roughly 2.4 million per year before taxes. And I've ended the life of multiple men before is my darkest secret. But take that for what you will. Maybe I just completely made up all that. For 50, you got to stand and open up that closet. I'm not. I'm in my underwear. I'm not. Yeah, chat. He's at least 6'2". I'm literally 6'3". I'm actually just a hair under 6'3". Would you rather see winning between Gary and Bilal? I just want to draw. I want a hard fought draw in a rematch, and then another draw, and then Bilal retires, and they crown Gary the champion off Bilal's retirement is what I would want. But if you're, dude, Art, if you're so desperate, then pony up, pussy boy. Why does Tay2 have a wrench by his name? He doesn't. Could you imagine we get Bilal versus Gary? Who would the incels root for? Could you imagine if we got Bilal versus Gary? Who would the incels root for? Sorry, I had to type that. For 200, give us a. You're bluffing, dude. I would think about that, but I don't know. I'm not doing laps around my office for other grown men. Would you agree if Gary wins this channel, will blow up even faster? It's possible. I don't know. It might actually hurt it. I've actually lost. I haven't net lost subscribers, but on some of the Gary videos, I only gain a couple subscribers because a bunch of people unsubscribe too. Probably Ian, because the whiteness wins out the incel support. Maybe. It's $1 a degree, a 360 but 360. Joey's become a YouTube stripper. Yeah. I could see Ian KOing Shavkat early in the first. I hope Ian runs out and throws a Jorge Masvidal flying knee. Been a minute. What I miss here? You miss a lot. That's true. Ian Gary versus Prime Usman, who wins? I'll say Gary. Prime Gary versus Prime Usman. Imagine we got Ilya Zabit. Who knows how good Zabit is anymore. But I guess Prime, it would be interesting. For 50, you got to... I already read that. Why doesn't Tay2 have a wrench by his name? Because I already have too many wrenches out there, bro. We haven't seen Prime Ian. Yeah, that's true. He's about to hit his prime. Ian Machado Garry. Dude, Usman went running. He's got a big chest and little nuts, as Ian Machado Garry has said. As Ian Machado Garry has said, big chest, little nuts. That's a fact. Chase is under the desk. Yeah, Chase is under the desk right now. They just complained about Bilal. They genuinely hate Ian, say way more shit about him. Whiteness has nothing to do with it. Middle East, North African is classified as white in the U.S. Census anyway. I don't know if they're thinking that much into it. Thank you, Tay2, for the $1.99. You belong to us. We donate and you obey our commands. The fuck I do? I don't obey nobody. I'm not out here obeying anybody, all right? I do what I please, man. I do what I please. I'll tell you right now, I'm not wearing any pants. I typically don't wear pants for these streams. Why would I sit in here with pants on? You know what I mean? Usman should be fighting at middleweight. He looked good against Hamzat. I think Usman's on his way out, man. He might as well retire at this point. He might as well retire at this point. 3-fight losing streak. I don't blame him for not wanting to take on Gary or Shavkat. Usman jumped up a weight class to fight Hamzat on 2 weeks' notice. I'm not an Usman fan. How can you not be an Usman fan for that? That's weird. One more wrench for Tay2 is low-key Mando. We'll see if you're still around in 6 months, and then I'll consider it. Remind me in June of 2025, and we'll consider the wrench. Tay2's a weirdo, you think so? Yeah, who knows what Tay2's liable to do with his wrench? How much to ban Tay2? Bro really wants to ban Tay2. How much you offering? Make me an offer. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Joey lost subs after dropping the Ian Gary video. I didn't lose subs, but I didn't gain that many because they were canceling each other out. People were subscribing and people were unsubscribing at the same time. So it was a net gain, but overall lost. $2? No. Yeah, Tay2's actually Jamal Hill in disguise. That's his alias. Who wins, Islam or Gary? Right now, I'll say Islam. We gotta see where Gary ends up. I gotta see after he beats the brakes off Shavkat. Imagine he just dominates. What's a super dominating performance off the top of your head? Like without a finish, give me the most dominating decision win you can think of. What would that be? Remember when Jamal Hill was offering shit talkers online $20K to spar him? Why do you think he had to pull out a 303? I took him up on that offer. Imagine Ian literally pulled the Holloway Cater. Imagine Gary beat Shavkat like Holloway beat Cater. Joey, just sell out to the red pill and you'll hit 100K subs by the end of the year. When people say red pill, what does that mean? Like the right-wing grift? Is that what it is, basically? I hear that term, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. Gary Magny. Imagine Gary beats Shavkat and dominates him worse than he dominated Neil Magny. Dude 30-24'd him. Ilya Emmett. Yeah, either way. Imagine Gary did that to Shavkat. I got Umar. I just dropped a video on it, actually. You should go check it out after the stream. You should go check it out after the stream, my friend. Back to back. You know what people are pissed about? I said I think Islam's the best striker in the UFC. And I got a couple people. I'm looking at comments right now. How dare you call Islam the best striker in the UFC? Red Pill is like fresh and fit and Andrew Tate's type stuff. I'm being dead serious. I don't even know I don't know what Andrew Tate is or does. And I just know he's like an online personality. I've never even heard of Fresh and Fit. Tay2, thank you for the 199. Joey's power will get shut off if he bans Tay2. Could you imagine I banned you? Would you be pissed? Tay2 donates more in one stream than a chat in 6 months. That's probably not true. Red Pill is manosphere. You're going to have to explain to me what you mean. I really don't pay attention to any of that shit at all. Is the Matrix movie and people who unironically describe being politically awake epiphanized the movie Red Pill was escape simulation? I really don't even get you. I always thought it was like kind of right-wing grifters is what I always took it as. But it's kind of one of those words I never looked up. Let me Google it. I've heard it before, but I just thought it was like right-wing grifter. Let's see. Representing a choice between learning an unsettling or life-changing truth by taking the red pill, remaining in content experience. This doesn't explain it either. Oh, it does have to do with the Matrix. I can't even find an answer online. Becomes something that causes someone to become aware or recognize the truth. Okay. Okay, still that's weird how you can hear a term and nobody can give a real definition of it, and then you can look it up and you still don't get a definition of it. I like the older meaning better. I feel like, I've never heard anyone use that in real life, to be honest. I've only heard it online. There's a cringe channel called Red Pill MMA who's an all-out Colby nut hugger. Ew. Bitcoin at 100K can afford pay-per-view price now. Yeah, I've been investing in Bitcoin in years. That is the only crypto I've purchased. I ain't no one of these bums out here trying to buy these meme coins and trying to get rich. You got to be, quite frankly, pretty stupid to do that. Islam is the best striker in the UFC. Rank them under delusion. Chandler, Colby, Hill. Chandler is number 1. Hill's number 2. Colby's number 3. Because Colby's just stupid. What's up, Joey? I'm still holding strong that MMA Joey hits 50K by December 31st. Keep the receipts. Okay. We shall see. Hopefully we get a video that blows up. Will be awesome. Who else is coming up with lightweight that could compete with Arman and Islam? I don't know, man. I don't know if there's anyone else. There's nobody right now that I think can beat Islam outside of Arman, and I'm not picking Arman. Excuse me. Ain't no way I'm picking Arman. Nope, and nope. 2-2 on a live chat member so he gets banned. We're auctioning off the possibility of banning Tay2. How much Bitcoin you have? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? It has multiple meanings. Taking the red pill in the Matrix means the lead character is self-aware and he is living in the Matrix. I've never seen the Matrix. That's a super popular movie. I've never seen it. Isn't there multiple of them? Aljo about to get booed out the building again. Dude, Aljo's going to get fucked up too. Who will the winner defend their belt against? Impossible to know right now. Who would be next up and comer? It'll probably be Max Holloway. Max Holloway gets one win. They're going to set Max Holloway up for a win. And then potentially the winner of that fight. There's like 4 Matrix movies. I haven't seen a single one of them. Yeah, I think the first one's the best. You got to watch that shit. It makes you think hella. Got to watch the first Matrix. It's phenomenal. Shang Wang's a weirdo who'll get dunked on his bald spot. Dump him on his bald spot, my friend. It should make Holloway Oliveira for title eliminator. Aljo is so unlikable. Agreed. You should def watch the first Matrix. The other ones aren't that good. I'll keep that in mind. I'll get on it. I will get on it, my friend. We're about to, speaking of the dude who said we're going to hit 50K, we're about to hit 32K soon. If you did a half-ass job on decorating the Christmas tree, I didn't decorate it. It's just got lights on there, you pussy. So shut the fuck up, Tim. Why'd you lose subscribers for the Gary video? I haven't watched it yet, but you've always supported him. It's not about losing subscribers. It's about basically the gain and loss are canceling each other out. So for my Gary video, the one recently, people were pissed. I have a net gain of 1 subscriber. I don't. There's a way to pull up the numbers, but I don't know how to pull it up from the screen I'm on right now. It takes more thinking than that. But for example, I probably gained, let's say I gained 31 and I lost 30, so I've only got a net positive of 1. The other one, I have a net positive of 6. And they show you a graph. It's like all jagged. Like normally it's just like a slow uptick. It's all jagged because it's like gain 2, lost 2, gain 3, lost 1, gain 4, lost 6. Joey, how long would it take for me to spark you out cold? It would take you about 60 years because you have to wait till I was about 85 years old. It would take you until I was about 85 years old to get it done. Because you ain't going to whoop me. I would dump you on your fucking bald spot, Overlap. By the way, Overlap, you said you were going to be here for the whole stream. I did an attendance check 10 minutes ago and you didn't pop in the chat. Let's assume Gary and Pantoja win Saturday. Give me 2 fights you need to see in 2025 other than Jones Aspinall. I need to see Gary versus Bilal. And I don't understand what it necessarily has to do with those 2 fights, but I need to see Gary versus Bilal. But I need to see Hamzat DDP. If I don't see Hamzat DDP next, I swear on my life I'm going to lose my fucking mind in a video. Dude did an attendance check? Yeah. I called attendance and you weren't here. You were nowhere to be found, Overlap. You were nowhere to be found. What's UFC 311 just joined? Islam Makhachev, Arman Tsarukyan, co-main Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmogomedov. 2 title fights. Straight up heaters. Straight up heaters. Your Gary video was amazing. I agree with all it takes. Family man who is secure with himself and his wife's kids. What's the hate on that? Fucking incels, exactly. Facts, facts, and more facts. People cried about it. People cried about it like little babies. Like little babies. It was so annoying. Ice. Thank you for the $2. Love your sexy beard. Thank you. I get that a lot. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate the donation. I hear that a lot. Everyone tells me how sexy my beard is. We have a large female demographic on the channel as well. So I really thought about shaving it off completely like a week ago just for the lows, but then I decided not to. I've basically now had a beard for like 4 years. Right before I started the channel, I used to shave my beard off all the time, like all the way down to the skin. But then I started, like I had it on the channel and was just trimming it up. And it kind of became like the symbol of the channel. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to shave my beard. If I shaved my beard, I would probably look like I was 20 years old. Umar's going to smash Merab. I think it's going to be competitive. Joey's 25 going on 45. Nothing like a good old family man who's secure with his wife's children. Exactly. Joey haters already trying to paint the false narrative how 311 is boring because Islam and Umar. You know, I never even thought of that because that's such a stupid, dumb fucking thing. Remember the bald face Joey Air? There you go. There you go. Used to have basically no facial hair. I used to have no facial hair back in the day. Damn, the beard was weak as hell when I originally started the channel. The beard was weak as hell. Damn, I look younger though. Jack is Tay2's first victim if he gets banned. Okay, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like this. Dude, if you're saying weird shit like this, first off, anybody that brings out weird political shit, like dude saying Joey voted for so and so, immediate 24-hour timeout. Next time, immediate ban. I don't have time for that. It's so stupid. Joey's picking Umar and Islam, and I agree. Thank you again, Tay2, for the 199. Appreciate you. Joey haters, already read that. Yeah, it's fucking... Anybody's calling the shit boring, they're a fucking idiot. Don't watch them, pussies. It's a banger, 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 banger card. I absolutely love it. I love UFC 311. It's awoken me. It's awoken me to actual good fight card, because the first card of the year is absolute dog shit. Anyway, I just saw something. Where was that? If Sean Strickland gets a title shot, we riot. That we do. Joe, what are you doing if breaking news DDP defends his title against number one contender Sean Strickland? I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I already know there's going to be comments in that video crying and whining about Joey doesn't like Strickland because of blah, 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 blah. Because I'm going off. Kamzat has earned his title shot. Nice job on growing your show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're locked in now. You will look like a little baby. That's true. Why aren't people liking this live yet? I don't know, man. I don't know. Beard looks long now. Been a while. Looks like you came out of war. That's what I did. Imagine seeing this back in the day. I'd just be murking people. Look, there's a lot of people. This is the last thing they would see before they die if it was war times. You just went all Ian with those videos. No, I just covered the facts. You wish you could rub my beard? That might be the most homoerotic thing I've ever heard on stream. Overlap. Think of the 499. Anyone talk politics goes one round and the cage would overlap. The mod, Joey won't be able to save you. That's true. That is very, very true, my friend. Overlap's going to dunk you on your bald spot. And he will. Come on, Joey. Show us a picture with no beard. Nah. Let me see the most recent picture. I'd have to go back a bit. Let's go back a bit. Let me go back. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got on here. Let me see what I got. Hold on. I just seen something about let's make this a political stream. I'm done. I still had a beard there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have, in pretty much all the pictures that I have some type of beard. I'm trying to think. This would be a funny picture. Yeah, but I'm not showing that for show. I'm trying to think of the last time I shaved off my beard completely. It'd have been a bit. It would have been a minute. I'm trying to think of when it would have been. I don't know if I'm able to find something now. I'm just wasting time looking at my phone on stream. I have some fun. I have way too many pictures on my phone right now. One of these days, I'm going to get on here. I'm going to start auctioning off funny pictures on stream. I'll show you funny pictures of myself. I don't think I really have any pictures. Damn, this was when I barely had... I didn't have much facial hair, but I'm not showing this. R.I.P. my cat. R.I.P. my cat. Damn. Dude's up here taking selfies. Imagine I just turned around and showed you an embarrassing photo of my fiance. She'd be pissed. There's a picture of me standing up with my buddy, holding my buddy in the just married pose. I would show you, but the stream's staying up, so then someone's gonna screenshot it later. Anyway, I was looking for something funny to show you. Joey haters. Joey's beard has all right size, but mostly lighting in a pump. Greatly exaggerated for cameras. What does that even mean? You can just search no beard and you'll find it in the phone. Doubtful. I have so many pictures on my phone. Look at this beard. Look at the size of this beard. Look at that. Look at that right there. It's pretty sick. All right, Tay2. Let's make this a religion and politics stream. Yeah, you guys want to talk about religion and politics this stream or what? Ian Garry be the closest thing to Conor for Michael Chandler. Stop. Dude, Chandler's begging for a Jorge Masvidal fight. Joey deleting his and Ian Garry's picture before his fiance double legs him? No. No. I wish I had a no beard selfie though. I'd consider showing it. But I just don't. I have one like with less hair, but yeah. I'm taking the Ian Garry, not gonna lie decision. Yeah, me too. Who would win in a closed cage, Chandler or Mayhem Miller? Probably Mayhem. And probably Chandler at this point. Shave the mustache, Shamil Ghaziv. Yeah. Did you see Protez and Masvidal's in the works? That's bullshit. Damn it, that bitch is Spartan-esque. What, the beard? How do you guys rate the beard? Look, I know it's not perfect. I know it's a little bit messy, but my beard's a little bit curly. How do you rate it? Look at that. From the side, there you go. You get a full glimpse. Joe with no beard, polar bear with no fur, basically. Beard talk is getting weird now. Fuck you. When's Ian Garry dominant? Shavkat to a decision. It's a split decision. Legendary Joey reaction. Imagine Ian Garry gets robbed and then everyone's going to say I'm biased because I defend him. Congressman, look, I don't even know why we're asking about him, but basically don't give a fuck about him. Don't ever talk about him. I get a message like once every 2 weeks saying he's still talking about you. I simply just do not care. I think it's a dying channel. I think he's a liar. I think he's an embarrassment. And I have no desire to ever speak about him again because I just think that's female-ish to, talk about some weird drama shit. What, a fucking year later? 8 months later? How long has it been? So, I don't know. That's all I have to say, really. I'm not getting into that. It's fucking stupid. I don't care about that anymore. I remember Garry had a lot of hype during his debut days with Conor backing him up. Now everyone turned against him. I don't feel like he had a lot of hype ever. But maybe I missed it. Excuse me. 9.5 out of 10. Thank you. Joey, why is Dana trafficking women in a suitcase? No idea. It's the fans that started the drama. You guys fell into it. Now, it's not even about that. It's not even about that, dude. It's not. I don't listen to anybody. It's just what I've seen with my own eyes. Dude's a clown, but we don't need to discuss it ever. I don't want to be him. Joe, are you American? Yes. Why people not talking about Garry beating his kid in full mount, but it's Magny? All y'all talk about. That's true. I'd rather see Shavkat win. He's got more talent and finishes everyone. We'll see. We're gonna see who has more talents. We're gonna see who has more talent. Let's gossip about Jesse on Fire. Yeah, let's gossip about him. Damn, Joe, I ain't know he's still talking about you. Allegedly, that's what I heard. That's embarrassing. You know how embarrassing that is? I wonder how many people just laugh at that shit. Excuse me. My nose was itching again. Hates you, but jokes on him. He says about like a boat. Hates you, but jokes. I don't care what he says, to be honest. But I guess you're saying he pronounces something odd. Everyone, people say I pronounce wash weirdly. I really don't care at all. I don't think I could care less. I don't think I physically could care less. But every once in a while, somebody messaged me like, "Hey, dude, bro was talking about you today." Bro was talking to, it's like it's like a couple people. And I know what they want. What they want is for me to respond and then it be some funny internet drama that they can laugh about. But I don't play into those games because I got bigger fish to fry. I got MMA content to make. I got a life to live. I got a family to take care of. I got a lot of shit to do, let alone talking about some weirdo that I don't give a fuck about. Hill Yuri's still on 311. Hill Yuri's still on 311. It's feature fight. You do say washed weirdly. You say it with, I know. I say like washed. You know, anybody that says that's watching his dying channel, I know. I tell them, I literally respond and say, I don't really give a fuck. You really shouldn't be sending this shit to me. Just constantly on drugs. We don't need to sit here and shit on other YouTubers. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. I just wish them all the luck. Tay2 and Joey don't acknowledge peasants. That's true. Joe, what is your large female demographic think about women's MMA? I don't know. Female demographic. Is a bum, makes a lot of money being a grifter. Yeah, it's like TMZ style shit. What happened to Hill? You read that? I like both of you, man. I wish it didn't have to be like this. Well, listen. Dude, there is nothing. You don't have to think about anything. We're just disconnected. I don't even talk about him. Is a dumber version of Chael more political? Okay. So now what are we just shitting on other YouTube channels now? Is that what we're doing in chat? Dude's a straight up bum. He's a bum. Well, I'll tell you this right now. There's a lot of people who just clout chase other people. It's embarrassing, man. It's really embarrassing. Like, there are simply MMA YouTubers out there who talk about other MMA YouTubers, not because they have a legitimate reason to talk about them, but because they hope they can garner some type of clout off of them. It's so embarrassing. And other people are inspired by that. So when you've been working on shit for years and years and years and you're getting nothing, you're like, well, let me talk about other people who get something. I would never do that. I'd rather close down my channel than do that. Joey has a bald spot. He needs to get dunked on. I don't got no bald spot, buddy. Buddy. Dude did not announce that. Don't fuck with me. Did you just make that up? I don't see it on Twitter yet. Did you just make that up? Buy ahead. You just made that up, bro. But Tay2, thank you for the $1.99. Why is bantamweight the largest for women's in UFC? Because they're not going to find talented women at 155. I noticed that the other day. Fake news ban. We're gonna give him a long time out. $100 what? We need to let him explain himself. Why'd you say that, bro? Why did you say that? Explain yourself. I live close to 311. What's the most amount of money you paid for tickets? I'd pay about $1,200. Listen, I'm gonna give him 20 more seconds to explain himself, and then Andy, you can hit him with a 24-hour ban, 24-hour timeout. I'll give him next time it's a ban. I'll give him a second chance, but 24 hours. He can't come tomorrow to the stream either. Ban him if he made it up. Let's give him 30 seconds to explain himself. Ban him if he made it up. I'd do it, but not mod it. Yeah, if he wants to buy his way out, he's at least going to have to send $100. And not just random numbers in the chat. Better UFC year, 2023 or 2024? I don't know. I'd have to really think about that and look back. Joey, Islam and Umar always fighting in Abu Dhabi. Guess what? Islam fighting back-to-back in the U.S. First title defenses, once in Australia. We need a video about Islam fighting more often in the U.S. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Hit him with a 24-hour timeout. I'll give you permission. Make sure you get the right guy because I can't undo a timeout. Joe, any comment on Charles Oliveira being appointed as 23rd chair of the... No, I don't have any. Adios. Everyone wave bye to him. 296 was dog. Nah, it was actually a good card on paper. It just didn't play out as good as it could have. Adios, brother. Georgia's been pumping out champions like Strickland pumps out jabs and teeps kicks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Tay2 said, ban that motherfucker. Charles became a federal banker. Charles is in Ian's corner. Everyone waved by. Everyone waved by. Dude's making up fake news in chat. And I knew immediately it was fake news. That's the crazy part. So, like, he wasted his time doing that. Any comment on Charles Oliveira joining the... Okay. Now we're just sending the same messages. So fucking stupid. What video where Joey was trying to remember Mike Beltran's name? I don't know. Why do you want to know that? How much did you buy your house for, Joey? I live in LA and the average home price is $1 million. So hard getting land out here. I paid $900,000 for my home. Does Usman ever fight again? I'm going to say yes. One more time, he's going to try to get a win, and then he's going to retire probably. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. That's my best guess. Does Usman... I already read that. Joey lives in Anchorage, my ass. I didn't really pay $900K. I was just fucking with him. I didn't really. Joey lives in Anchorage, my ass. Joe, would you rather have Mike Beltran's stash or Hamzat's beard? If you, I basically, Hamzat has my beard. Hamzat has my beard. Joey's in the mafia, not anymore. Can we talk about how we wigged out Hypa last night? Hypa still wigged out. Holy shit! I thought Andy banned my ass, and I got out of memory thing right as you said, hit it, Andy. Imagine if you got blocked, you couldn't even watch the streams from your IP. Usman never dropped the Bilal interview because he's a pussy. Does Joey only date black chicks? Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it. Imagine I brought my fiance on stream and you guys just started throwing out racial slurs. Who can out-grapple Hamza? I don't think anybody can. I really don't think anybody can out-grapple him. Emmanuel, thank you for the $2 donation. Shout out from Pontanic, Michigan, bro. Keep it up. Thank you. Joe, you have Usman's hairline? I don't think I do. Your fiance's black? No. Italians love black girls? Okay. The type of car bomb for Span... Okay. Tay2 has 2 cars as of today, 2 apartments. Congratulations, bro. Tay2's got a good disposable income. I know that for a fact. Bring your fiance on stream maybe one day. I told her at 100K I got to get her to come on. I told her if she just came on stream, I'd probably get more subscribers. Here's what would happen if I brought my fiance on stream. Okay, there'd be the weirdos would be divided into 2 groups. Group A would say somehow my fiance's a gold digger and she's only with me for money somehow. And Group B would say that she's hideous. So you'd have those 2 people. Then you'd have the normal people who would just be like, oh, cool. So it'll probably never happen because then also it'll end up in some type of thumbnail as well. So, and once you can't undo that. Once you do that, you can't undo it. So it'll probably never happen. But it would be interesting. Be funny. Joey is Dagestani, you goofs. No, I love to meet her in person. Does your fiance watch the streams? Most of them, yeah. She's not watching right now. She's sleeping. She watches most of them. You see people invested in Hawk 2 coin today. That's crazy. Joe, when is the members meetup? I don't know, dude. I met up with a member 2 weeks ago. You weren't there. I ran into a member on the street. That member's in chat right now. I ran into a member literally on the street. Sure. Hey, look, the members Discord knows this. The members Discord know this. We took a picture together. Hold on. I'm not going to show it. Let's see. Where is it at? We took a picture together on the streets of Baltimore. Hold on. No, I'll show you this right here. I'll show you this right now. Look, this is a picture. This is me out in the wild with a member that I bumped into on the streets. Right there. Look at that selfie. Look at that selfie right there. That's the best you got right there. I zoomed in so you couldn't see the other person. Tay2 and Joey like black women. Okay. What are the vibes like in Alaska? They're good. They're good. It was me. Come to Indiana sometimes. I got the full photo. Zoom in. That was Brett Akamoto's quality in the stream. It just wasn't focus. Yeah, I was doing a PR tour. I was on the East Coast. Jack has seen the full photo. Jack, I can confirm Jack has seen the full photo. He has seen the full photo. It's dark 6 months out of the year in Alaska. That's true. So I had to go on my world PR tour. That's what I had to do. But yeah, that happened. Joey be sneaky linking with members? No. No, absolutely not. Anyhow, I'm giving 4 sets of 311 tickets this Saturday out on a channel launch. I'm pretty sure you just made that up. I'm pretty sure you just made that up, brother. Thank you for the $1.99. You better hope you don't run into me in the street. It'll be your last. Overlap. Overlap. Attendance check. You got to send a message within 20 seconds or you're not here. You checked out. Message me. I'm not. Why would I message you? You're a random dude in my chat or random woman in my chat. Damn, I missed it. Should have been a member. You missed it. You missed it. Overlaps here. He missed it earlier. I think Ian has the skills to beat Shavkat, but he only cuts 10 pounds, so I'm worried about his strength in the clinch. That's what I'm worried about as well. Strength in the clinch. Where is his strength in the clinch? We're going to find out. Best part is we get to find out Saturday. I think I already read that. Overlap actually showed his face. Because Overlap usually pops in, right? He usually just pops in and he sends like 1 or 2 messages and then he disappears. That's what he does. How is he in only 180 pounds? He looks like he'd be 200 at 6'2"? Because he's not out here weight bullying people. Did you see the Rhodes Scholar Bryce Mitchell interview where he thinks seatbelts are stupid and wants to make flat earth belt between him? Did not see that, but Bryce is a fucking idiot. But at least I don't feel like he's grifting as a weird character. I think he actually just is a weird character. If we're being honest. Quick little twerk for 100? Nah. Nope. I don't think you got 100 to donate, Tato, to be honest. Fight of the year, coach of the year, Ian Machado Garry after he starts with Shavkat is the fight of the year. Why is atomweight not in the women's UFC? Oh, God. Don't even start. We don't need more divisions. And they're going to add one. Watch. They'll add one because they're going to need more cards soon when they go to 3 different streaming platforms is what will happen. It's time to check out. Good night. Back shot's dead. Bald spot dead. See you at the top. Derek B sent Joey 500. He didn't move a muscle. That's true. He probably charged that back, though, if we're being honest here. O'Malley exposed Merab's weakness to teeps. And Umar's kicks are fucking crazy. Dude, Umar has nasty kicks. Strickland's next fight should be Whitaker, in my opinion. Give the winner a title. No, Strickland should have to fight Caio Baralho. That's what I think could happen. Umar can throw a teep, then turn it into a question mark kick. Umar has amazing kicks. Whatever happened to Derek? Derek's running by a fly-by-night company. Derek's been getting real bummy around here like Chase has been getting real bummy around here. Pontiac. Thank you, Emmanuel, for the $2. Pontiac. Do you ever cuss? Yeah, I cuss on stream all the time. Talk about how great Ian Garry is again, please. Ian Machado Garry is the true alpha male of the welterweight division. Anyone, anywhere, anyhow, anytime. And he means it, man. He means it. He'll take on Hamzat tomorrow. What's next for Whitaker again? He said he won't be out long. He needs to fight some other loser. Who's someone else in the division that recently got dominated? Let him fight Costa again or some shit. Hey, now, I'm here all the time. Send me the fucking location. No. Strickland Caio, though, that's a nice fight. Yeah, Caio actually beat Strickland probably. But that is a banger fight. You getting on Garry or anyone else on the card? What do you mean by that? Pause. Derek got mad at someone, called DC a name or something. I might bet on Gary just because he's such a massive underdog. I might bet on him. But I'm not a big gambler. I don't like to give my money away to multi-million-dollar companies. I remember Billy, he abandoned the channel bad that he did. But teach your own, that's fine. What's your most confident bet under negative 200? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the odds. I couldn't tell you. Where's Vittori been? Bro, you really need to be a commentator? I'll get right on it. I'll get right on it. We'll see what happens. Joe, apparently the antitrust lawsuit isn't over. It's just been split up. Yeah, there's been 2 antitrust lawsuits forever. I forgot the names of them, but there's 2 different ones. Let's stick to MMA. Nobody beats Hamzat. Nobody beats Hamzat. That's for sure. Joe, you're not giving away money to multi-billion-dollar companies if you pick fights correctly. Yeah, but MMA is too unpredictable. Too unpredictable. Why do you look like MMA Guru's half cousin? What, does he have a very attractive half cousin? Is that what you're saying? How long till Chandler becomes a prelim fighter? I say within 2 years, Chandler's completely washed out, and we're talking about how badly, like, we will be looking back on how badly Chandler ruined his own UFC career. That's what we'll be looking at. Any chance Luque wins Saturday? Yes. There's a chance. Joe, are you the only die-hand UFC fan in your circle? Yes. I don't know anyone that's a hardcore fan. I don't know a single soul that's a hardcore fan. I used to have one buddy that was a hardcore fan, but now he's really casual. If even. Chandler may never win another fight in the UFC, just my opinion. Depends who they give him. But thank you, Joseph, for the $1.99. You'll be happy to find out Chris Weidman missed the deadline to enter, so he won't be getting a check. Enter what? So. Hunter is my boy. We went to law school at Wash U in St. Louis. Worked at have a nice... Dude, you can't even string sentences together. I'll be interviewing him first. This is a Arrow account. The reason I'm using alias anyhow, 500K subs, 2 months. TKO. This sounds like some scam you're trying to get me. You're trying to convince me in some scam. And it wasn't even coherent. That wasn't even coherent sentences. Can you name every UFC fighter in the UFC? Of course. 8 p.m. press conference. Is it really? I'm probably not even going to watch. Joe, is Maryland considered a southern state? Do you consider yourself southern? I don't consider myself anything. I consider mine born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska. Nah, bro, no scam here. All right, then just send me 2 tickets then right off jump to prove yourself. Send me some proof. You gonna be streaming the presser tomorrow? Here's a question. Bro's out here trying to scam people in my chat. I'm done. Here's a question. I'm not even either English isn't your first language or you might be mentally ill. Can you name the next 2 champions? What does that even mean? The next 2 champions of what? Give Pamela your credit card info, bank account, and social security. What's the first UFC fight you ever watched? I don't remember. I want to say it was Chuck Liddell, Vanderlei Silva on repeat. Who wear the strap next? Well, it all depends what fights. I think Umar wins the belt at 311. Then we have to see what fights come up next. I think Ankalaev wins as well. Better looking Rose. Do you need my social security? You want me to send you my credit card information? You want Jack's social security number? Pretty crazy at 311 main event in co-main was announced a little over a month to go. Like what the? Yeah, I don't get that, man. It's really starting to irk me how fly by night the UFC runs themselves. It really starting to irk me big time. Really starting to grind my fucking gears. It really is actually annoying, for sure. For sure. Bo Nick versus Costa, Talbot versus Sandhagen next. I actually like Bo Nickel Costa. Didn't you remember your buddy's social security number one time? Yes, I did. No, Jones's record will not get fixed, bro. Joey's first fight was Gary MVP. Yeah, I became a fan when Gary entered the UFC. When Gary beat up MVP, man, I became hooked right then and there. Is John Jones better than Tom Aspinall? Yes. He would destroy Tom Aspinall. It's an easy win. By the way, we got 215 people in here. We got 66 likes. What an absolute scam. What an absolute scam. Like the stream, boys. Takes 1 second. Also, I'm trying to get to 32K before Saturday. I got 2 days left. So subscribe to the channel. I think I got 150 left to go. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check. I got so many good video ideas. I have 180 subscribers before I get to 32,000. New video's doing well. Pretty sweet. Thank you again, Tay2, for the 199. Man, Tay2's making everyone in chat look real bummy lately. Can you make a video like, I don't know who that is. John Jones smokes Tom Aspinall like a loose joint. Shavkat Ian's going to be sweet. I know it's the people's main event. I thought about making that as a video. They're 100% making Bo Nickel versus the Corpse of Weidman. McGregor sunset clause will definitely be used in 2025. I think so. But we'll see. They might try to put a Conor fight together at the end of the year. How about Bo Nickel Cannonier? Never going to happen, dude. That's too high level for Bo. I think Cannonier beats the dog shit out of him, to be honest. Even washed up Cannonier probably beats the dog shit out of him. At least in my humble opinion. I don't think he's that good. I just don't think he's that good. Yeah, 32K, you want to reach 100K? Yes. Odds, Tom Aspinall, the most overrated fighter in the UFC. Actually, yeah. How's your fiance? Good. Good. Habib McGregor in every way possible. That he did, dude. His career ended that night. Realistically, his career ended the night Mayweather absolutely destroyed him. Bryce Mitchell said he's against wearing seatbelts. Yeah, Bryce Mitchell's literally a fucking idiot. But because he's so dumb, everyone kind of gives him a pass. He's right up there with like top dumbest fighter on the roster, but he's entertaining and he seems real self. So Conor was crying backstage. I know. I remember seeing that clip. Dude was crying. Dude, you know he tried to claim victory afterwards. I don't know if anybody remembers. He posted a picture like standing outside somewhere and tried to say like he won and he won an immediate rematch. The UFC tried to book that. They wanted to book a rematch in that, even though Habib was champ and defended his belt and destroyed him. Cannonier, RoboCop in the works for Feb. Yeah, apparently it's a main event. You need to expose. I don't know nothing about that dude. I don't know nothing about him. I don't watch him. I don't even know what he looks like. I disagree with you calling Bryce dumb. Well, then I guess you're a fucking idiot too. If you don't think Bryce is dumb, then you're dumb. Do you actually have a fiance? If you watch the channel long enough, you would know she's been on a stream before. A now private stream my fiance was on at one point in time. Who remembers the days when my fiance was on a stream? Who remembers the days? Who remembers those days? Who remembers those days? Anybody? Anybody? Guess not. Guess not. It's 7 p.m. in Vegas. Islam Arman's going to be insane. Bryce Mitchell said he thought one of Cron's losses was a robbery at Media Day. Which loss was that? Jack remembers. Sounds like Cap, not one person. Jack remembers. I actually still have it on my channel. It's just private. Tay2 owns a strip joint throwing $2 bills around. That's true. I think RoboCop beats the dead corpse of Jarrett Cannonier, though. I think that's true. I think RoboCop beats the dead corpse I mean, what Barajo did to Cannonier was just absolutely wrecked him. Absolutely wrecked him. I remember it. Bryce said, didn't say what loss either. One is completely delusional. Bunch of Johnny come latelys around here, I guess. Yeah. Bunch of Johnny comes lately. Bunch of balmy dudes. Real balmy dudes. I saw your dog once. My dog's made an appearance multiple times. Kenny, you're such a G for taking on all these prospects. Yeah. Strickland, but never. It's not fair to say Cannonier's really not a dead corpse. I just can't get that picture out of my head of you know what picture I'm talking about against Barajo. Looking back, McGregor could have caught anybody after Cowboy. He thought Dustin would be a good choice because he already beat him at featherweight. Hot sauce man destroyed Conor twice, ruined his career and his leg. What's the greatest MMA fight you've ever watched? I don't know, man. It's too tough. There's been so many good ones. I remember thinking at the time Jones-Gus was really fucking good because it was so unexpected, I think, is what made it so good. If you had to bet who are your 310 locks, Garry, Pantoja, Gone. I'm pretty confident Movsar wins too. I don't know how close the odds are. Yuri vs. Glover was a banger. Yeah, Yuri vs. Glover was a banger. Isn't that crazy? It was almost 2 years ago now. Shogun Dan Henderson. Was that the first one, right? Was fucking insane. You know what was also insane? Vanderlei Silva versus Kung Lee. I believe it was on that same card. That was 2 years ago. Wasn't it June of 23? It was June of 22. Holy shit, this January wasn't Jamal Hill. I was thinking this January was Jamal Hill versus Glover, but that was last January. Holy shit. That's insane. That's straight up insane. So it's been damn near 3 years then. That's insane. 240 Movsar, aren't you discredited? Alger's a bomb. Dude, Alger's overrated, man. Movsar's going to wreck him bad. Mark my words on that. June 2023 was Dariush Oliveira. That's fucking insane. I'm losing track of time running this channel because too much of my time is focused on this shit. I don't know where's time going. I don't know where the time is going. I thought Kung Lee killed Rich Franklin with a nasty head kick. Dude, remember when Kung Lee randomly got on PEDs? Yuri versus Jamal, fluke champ versus fraud champ? Kind of. I know what you mean, kind of. Movsar looked like Justin Bieber just now. I didn't see him. You know, actually, I did see a clip of him. He had like a long hair. He had like a long hair. I was looking at some of the comments on my most recent video. Test. What are you testing? Hank Yan was 2 years ago. Can you believe that? That's insane. That was Patty Jarrett Gordon as well. Have you seen any UFOs in your area? No, not recently. Who you picking, Yuri or Hill? I'm going Hill. I think Hill has a momentum coming off that brutal round 1 KO at Thanksgiving. Agreed. I'm going Hill. You pick Yuri or Hill? I'm going Hill by KO. I've always said Yuri's style was not conducive to longevity, and once he got exposed, he's done for. Both guys have terrible defense. I slightly favor, of course, my dumbass Google Chrome. Both guys have terrible defense. I slightly favor Hill's boxing over whatever the fuck Yuri does. I get what you're saying. You said you had a couple video ideas. Can you care to tell us some? One is Ian Machado Garry Media Day. I don't know what I would title it exactly, but he said a couple. He called out Colby again during Media Day. One is about how the UFC needs to move on from Conor McGregor because of all the bullshit that he's done and that he's basically just a bad look for the UFC and he's a bum anyway. There's no point in keeping him around other than, you know, one more payday essentially. What else did I have? I had a couple cooking up. A couple cooking up. One on Ariel not willing to give any opinion on the Conor stuff. I forgot what else now. I had like 4 or 5 ideas circulating in my head earlier. One about Garry and Shavkat being the people's main event and just talking about how hyped I am for the fight. I want Jan fight news. Jan is one of my favorite light heavyweights. Dude, he's so old. He's going to get exposed badly soon. Hill's going to win. I think Hill's going to win. If Hill loses to Yuri, imagine Hill gets bitched by Yuri like Rakic did. Do the Conor Ariel one. Aljo featherweight champ 2025 beats Mobstar subs to Poirier. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. But thank you for the 199. Ariel doesn't ask Dana any questions. So no, that's not my dream goal. My goal is just to be independent MMA media covering topics that I feel like are important. That's it. Yuri should be fighting a middleweight. I don't know. Aljo could go on a 10-fight win streak. He's never getting another title shot again. I've been saying that for a long time. He's never, ever getting a title shot, whether it's at featherweight, whether it's at bantamweight. Aljamain Sterling is very disliked by the UFC. The UFC does not care for him at all. The UFC is giving him stylistically poor matchups, specifically against Mavsar, and they hope he loses 2 in a row and they'll probably cut his ass. They do not like Aljo at all. They hate his guts. What does Jamal Hill's next video sound like after he KOs Yuri? He'll be like, I'm back. I'm a problem. Jamal Hill will be like, I'm a problem. Give me Pereira again. And make sure Herb Dean's not the ref. Because I'm a problem. He'll probably snap the bow and arrow again. Or was that Izzy? No, he snapped it. He snapped it too. Why does the UFC not like Aljo? For a multitude of reasons. One, he never really sold at bantamweight. They found him difficult to deal with because he says the dumbest shit in the media. And they just never liked him as champ. Never liked him as champ. Fuck Ariel, that dude knows his shit. The most important thing as a true journalist is not to be afraid to come at someone with true, honest questions. Agreed. Dana White and Matt Serra are good friends. I doubt they'll cut Aljo for the rest. That reason alone. Doubtful. I don't think that's going to sound him. Sounds like, just like Jamal do another impression. No. But that's what he'd do. He'd be like, he'd be like Usman. Didn't Usman get a win and say, I'm a problem? That was only 30%. That was only 30% because I'm a problem. Remember when Hill, after losing, flexed on Pereira by showing Izzy Pereira KO? Like, bros used another KO to flex. That is embarrassing. I do remember that. Islam Makhachev had a hand injury, only trained for 1 month. He will lose to Arman. We'll see. I thought he's been ready to return in January. I thought Islam Makhachev was ready to return in January, so I don't know what you're talking about specifically here. Joey's never afraid to come on someone with true and honest questions. That's facts, but I don't like the way you phrase that. Massive pause. Massive pause. He's currently in South America trying to get stem cells. Who is? Who is? I don't know what we're talking about. Nick Diaz is literally coked up somewhere, basically. Is literally coked up somewhere. Only trained for 1 month. That's BS. He's been signed for 1 month. They're deep in their training camps. Dude said they're deep up in them training camps. They're deep up in them training camps round here. Whatever happened to Nick the Tooth? Does anybody remember Nick the Tooth? We need Nick Diaz versus Mayhem Miller. Stop. Nick sitting on the street corner smoking a crack pipe. I don't know that he was. That's a little bit of a... I think that's a little bit of jumping to conclusions. But Nick does not belong in the UFC. Does not belong fighting at all, man. He's out doing... What's that shit called where he cameos? He's doing cameos and not even... And he's sending black screens. Who remembers Nick the Tooth? Does anyone remember him? If Aljo loses and doesn't retire, then him versus Arnold Allen. Dude, Allen beats the brakes off Aljo. I think Arnold Allen would beat the dog shit out of Aljo. I really do. I really do think so. Bullies against Joes, yeah. Bully beatdown. I remember Bully beatdown. That's an oldie. That's an oldie. Who remember? I ask this every once in a while. Does anybody remember MMA Beat? The MMA Beat was actually my favorite MMA show for the longest time. I watched every single episode for the longest time. I don't know exactly when I stopped watching, but does anyone remember the MMA Beat? I would love to get something like that back together, but I don't know if I could find 3 people I respect. Plus, it's better if you do it in person. So where are you going to meet up? You got to move to New York or move to Las Vegas to do that. With Ariel Helwani, yes, with Ariel. Piotr Jan versus Aljo 2, Aljo 4, yes. Jan would beat Aljo in a 4th fight. I think Aljo eventually try to go back down to bantamweight. If Umar loses or Umar wins, Aljo might try to go back down to bantamweight. Are you Amish? Yeah, I'm Amish. Caught me. We don't even use electricity here. I've never even heard of that. Jan and Aljo only fought twice. You're right. The DQ and then the close decision. They should have had a trilogy though after that. Yeah, it could be me, Kevin Ioli. Who else though? Who's the other 2 guys? Me, Kevin Ioli, and who? I would love to bring back an MMA Beat, like once a month MMA Beat. But it had to be relevant people, and it had to be worthy of good banter. They're basically 1-1 because Jan was winning before the DQ. I know. I would love to see them run it back at some point in time. Should add me on there too. I don't think you can handle it, Jesse. I thought Aljo won the rematch, but it was a bit of a fluke with him getting back in the right rounds. I thought he lost, man. Huzefa, what's going on, Huzefa? Thank you for the 199. I'm freaking out about 311. 311's amazing, man. And I assume you got I think you saw my message, right? I checked out the video, dude. Good on calling Colby out. I'm so tired of people. Tired of people covering for Colby over the years. It's good to hear all the people calling him out. I hear there's some other people defending Ian Garry recently as well. I know you said I changed your mind on Bilal, which I love as well. The show was good. Ariel and Luke Thomas together were great. That was the only show I really watched MMA related for the longest time. Gone or Volkov? Gone. Go watch how many... My full card predictions for this card probably didn't even get that many views. How many views did my full card picks get? 7K views. 7K views on my full card. It's got a lot of watch time, but only 7K views. Motherfuckers can't even watch the full card picks and get my picks. Motherfuckers can't even watch my full card picks to get my picks. 55 minutes of pure unadulterated pleasure. Jay, what's your favorite beer? I don't drink, nor have I ever drank in my entire life. I've never sipped alcohol even in my entire life. I thought he won the rematch. I picked Jan, though. It comes down to how you scored the first round. 2 and 3 were clear. 4 and 5 were clear. Watch your full card predictions twice. No joke. Did you watch it in its entirety? Or did you jump around? Who in here watches the full card picks and watches the whole thing? And who in here just goes and jumps to the pertinent picks they care about? Your picks suck. Thank you. Thank you. I'm 75% pick ratio this year. Dude said I watched twice. Appreciate you, Jock. I watched it on 2 times speed. I watched the full thing. Grow a pair and have a drink, man. I don't need to. Islam Makhachev. Okay, we get it. We get it, bro. We get it. How many times are you going to send the same message? Early prediction for Umar Nurmogomedov Merab. I got Umar. Umar's going to win by decision. Watch the whole thing twice. Even play some bets on your picks. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not the whole thing first time and jump second time. Fair enough. Or do you sending the same messages over and over and over again, bro? Full thing, but vids are too long sometimes. I'm sorry, man. There's nothing I can do. Joe, what's your favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Sweet tea. I only drink sweet tea and water. That's the only two things I drink. Occasionally, very occasionally, a Gatorade, but not often. A couple times a year max. Other than that, water and sweet tea. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I drink at all. I'll occasionally put one of the lemonade packets in a water too, so I guess I drink lemonade a little bit too, but that's very rare as well. Who wins, Carol Rosa or Aylin Perez? Carol Rosa. I honestly can see Umar head kick KO. That'd be crazy. I think Umar catches Merab with a high kick, TKOs him. That'd be crazy. It's possible, but man, Merab's durable, man. Rooting for Merab, but think Umar wins. You said you health conscious. Not really. How do you get your electrolytes, or you only drink water? I don't fucking know. I don't know. This gets me hydrated. This is actually fucking tasty. I think Smart Water is the best tasting water. I don't drink unsweet tea. That shit tastes nasty. Anchor Pereira, Ank, easy win. Yeah, who drinks, what kind of sick fuck drinks unsweetened tea? I don't know. Joey, I napped and you're still alive? That's crazy. I'm not going to be live for much longer, you bum of a thing. I'm not going to be live for much longer, you bum of a thing. I've been live late every single night for the last 3 nights. Electrolytes, we survived on water and food for thousands of years. No need. Yeah, I only eat food I kill, too. Merab almost got TKO'd for teeps from Sean. I could see Umar destroying him at easy work. I mean, dude, that was one instance, and almost got TKO'd is a vast over-exaggeration. What's your beef with James Lynch? Why is like, you're like the third person to bring that up in the stream? I don't have any beef with him. I don't care about him. I don't pay attention to him. I don't talk about him. When is your channel finally going to get some sponsors? Probably never. I can't say never, but I don't know. It'd have to be a lot of money for me to take a sponsor. I don't really want to take a sponsor. Are you going to munch on food and watch? After this, I'm going to munch on food and watch your video. Thank you. You love moonshine? Joe, with your 49, you better stream some video games this Christmas. All right, I might. Let me stop. You only like black tea? All right, man. Come on now. Stop even posting this shit in here. Chandler, I in the Masvidal fights. 30 thoughts, journeyman. Fuck Chandler, dude. Chandler's a bum of a ting. Chandler just keeps embarrassing himself, if we're being honest. Dude's calling out Masvidal now. Please tell me Piotr Jan won against Sean. He did. It was a brutal robbery. He won 30-27. Should have been a 30-27 victory for Piotr Jan. They brutally robbed the man. Yeah. Hold on. Anyway, how much to stay live for 3 more hours? It's just not happening, Tay2. And you're bluffing anyway. You're bluffing. If I said 500, you ain't doing it. Do you have a reaction, Yano O'Malley? Yeah, go watch it right now and come back and tell me. Go watch it right now and come back and tell me. What you think. Masvidal Chandler makes sense. 2 guys with more losses than wins in the UFC. Dude, Masvidal might even chin Chandler. I need to see that. The Korean hottie versus the black. Stop. Just stop. Yeah, Piotr definitely won. It was I was absolutely shocked. I didn't even think. Dude, I don't really care, dude. A lot of these robberies aren't really robberies according to the rules. It's just the rules need to be changed. Well, that one was a robbery, clear as day. I don't care what anyone says. Masvidal not chinning Chandler. Dude, Chandler is chinny as hell. We don't know what Masvidal is going to look like coming back. I knew Masvidal would come back. I knew Masvidal would come back. I knew he wasn't going to retire for good. When's the last time he fought? That was UFC 2... Damn, why can't I remember? 271? I believe. UFC 271. Tay2 will donate for $350 for 3 hours. You know what's fucking hilarious about that? I'm almost telling you to do it because then I'm going to stay for a total of 3 hours. How about that? I'll stay for a total of 3 hours. I'm at 1 hour and 45 minutes right now. I'll stay for a total of 3 hours. You donate that, bro. I'm not a marathon man, Tarzan. Just saw it. What'd you think? Chandler striking looked terrible against Charles. Dude, the Jan O'Malley robbery made me want to stop watching the sport. I'm going to be honest. Have you ever been to a live UFC event? Yes. Chandler isn't that good, man. Am I the only one that thinks Sugar doesn't even deserve the end fight? He's fought 2 ranked opponents. Sugar got 50-45'd. Dude, you're right. He got a fluky. The only good win Sean O'Malley has is a fluky win over Aljo with optimal circumstances. With optimal circumstances. You were in shock your reaction to Arman Oliveira being split. I don't even remember my reaction. I remember being shocked about that. Arman clearly won. People were claiming robbery afterwards. I literally couldn't believe people were claiming robbery afterwards. Shit drove me nuts. Shit was driving me nuts. It really, really drove me nuts. What's the last UFC event you physically went to? Rosenstrike versus Overeem. You were in shock. Your reaction. Okay, read that. Joey, go to 310. I'll get you a gold peak. Nah, I don't like that type of sweet tea. Shit was hilarious. Jan O'Malley was a robbery. It was a robbery, dude. That was a brutal robbery. Was not, dude. Jan basically dominated that entire fight. Imagine you had like $100,000 on Jan and that happened. Also, when the fight could have been called off, you were pleading to Mark Smith no to call the fight. What are you talking about? What fight are you talking about there? I'm trying to remember. UFC 300 was my last one going to 311. During Arman Oliveira. What was he going to call the fight off for? The up kick foul, yeah. You make your own sweet tea, you buy it at the store. Usually buy it from somewhere. Have you seen the movie Warrior? A long, long, long time ago. Pimlet was on the good end. Pimlet was on the good end of 2 of the biggest robberies I've ever seen. The Jarrett Gordon fight and what other fight? Now, I can't do that, Tay2, man. That's too brutal. I don't got 3 hours in me right now. Don't fuck. I forgot about the illegal up kick. UFC ticket prices are ridiculous, I know. Thank you for the $199, Tay2. Do you think Turkey will really make Jones Francis? No. I don't think Dana White would take any amount of money because he doesn't want to see Francis succeed. Francis will probably fight like Deontay Wilder next and then come back to PFL and they'll find some other opponent. Francis is going to make more money than any other UFC fighter in history, but somehow he fumbled the bag. Also, the Bilal reaction was fucking hilarious. I forgot what I even said, dude. I knew the Hamzat reaction was pretty good. But I don't remember. I know I went off about being right about Bilal. Oh, I think I gained something like 500 subscribers that night. I remember thinking like, damn, that's some of the most subscribers I gained in one night. Let me actually go back and look at my post fight. I remember I gained a shit ton of subscribers from the Bilal post fight. Just recapping the main event. 22 minutes on the main event. I gained 233 subs just from the post fight about the main event. And I gained a bunch from the live stream and a bunch from the full card as well, post fight. But yeah, I don't think Dana will take the bait at all. I don't really remember my reaction to anything. Hamzat reaction is what introduced me to the channel. How'd you see the reaction? Was it clipped somewhere, or you just saw my stream and went to it and watched? I have no idea why people were picking Whittaker confidently. I love Whittaker. Dude, they were making up false narratives about Hamzat. And they were so dumb. They were so dumb. They were like, he's wearing glasses. Hamzat's wearing glasses. You're a warrior, Joe. You're a warrior, Joe. Just breathe, Joe. You're a champ. You're a champ, bro. Who would win, Garry or Bilal? Depends when it happens. Early 2025, I'll go Bilal. Late 2025, I'll go Garry. Was it a clip compilation? I don't know. Nobody told me anything about it. But yeah, that was I remember going the fuck off because I got so much shit. I said Hamzat would buzzsaw through him. I was 100% confident Hamzat would finish him. And I got a lot of shit for that all week, saying I was a clown, saying I don't know what I'm talking about, and saying how good Whittaker was against Yoel Romero and all this bullshit. Nah, dude, if Whittaker survives the first round, Hamzat can go a hard 3 rounds. He went a hard 3 rounds with Usman and won the 3rd round. He went a hard 3 rounds with Burns and won the 3rd round. So the cardio narrative was just fucking stupid. Hamzat was going to win no matter what. If it was a 5-round fight, he would have mauled him for 5 rounds. And Whittaker wouldn't have been able to do shit unless Hamzat was so exhausted he was going to fall over. That's the only way. Hamzat would have pushed through. What the fuck did it say? Anyway. So lots of other people saying Hamzat was going to dominate. I'm just saying my perspective on the channel. I got a lot of shit from people. If you were here, you know. Who remembers the week of UFC 308 where how much shit I got for picking Hamzat dominant? Hamzat was going to dominate Robert Whittaker. Who remembers that? DDP wants the Hamzat fight because he knows he's going to make more money. Crazy that Duplessis is bigger underdog than Whittaker was against Hamzat. That's because people know. People know Hamzat's the true boogeyman. If Garry loses, he should fight the winner of Colby Buckley. I don't know who should fight if he loses. We'll have to see. Was Hamzat juiced? I'm sure people will be saying that now. Not even going to lie, I had Rob. There's no shame in that. If you picked Rob, as long as you didn't use some of the dumb fake fan narratives. Remember people were saying, oh, he weighed in over the weight. That's why he won. He's on PEDs. That's why he won. Wasn't Whittaker Hamzat a pick'em? I feel like in the lead up. I don't know what it was odds wise, but I felt like maybe it's just because whoever you pick, everyone tells you it's the opposite. Wasn't Whittaker versus Hamzat? I already read that. I don't know how I just read that back to back. He probably was juiced just like most of the fighters, maybe. Dude, stop with the Islam Makhachev bullshit. I've already read it multiple times. You keep sending it. Are you good with Photoshop? I wouldn't say I'm good. I'm okay with Photoshop. Hamzat is the greatest first-round fighter. Nobody's winning the first against him. Dude, imagine DDP just chins him with a flying knee in the first 5 seconds and we don't even get to see the fight play out. I'd be so heated. I'd be even heated if Hamzat did that shit. Garry's mid. He did not lose the MVP, Tattoo. You made that shit up. You just made that up. You completely made that up. You just completely made that up. Yo, ban that clown. Being juiced doesn't help you fighting. Joey, hope all is well. Thank you, Samir. Hope all is well with you. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark. The 2-hour mark. And then I'm only gonna go a couple more minutes. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm stepping on my video anyway, but it's actually doing pretty good, which I'm hyped about. You have to go check out my UFC 311 video if you haven't checked it out yet after this stream. When you see Hamzat versus Chandler, but in a kickboxing fight, nah. I want to see Chandler versus BSD. That makes the most sense in my opinion. Chandler, BSD. I think BSD would actually beat Chandler. I think he would out-grapple him. I think Moicano would beat up Chandler. Dude, if Dricus gets a fluke KO over Hamzat in the first, actually I knew it was going to happen all along. On real, I'm picking DDP 4th round KO. I think DDP is going to get ragdolled. I mean, I think he's going to get ragdolled. Really, really bad. I mean, go watch the Bronson fight. I leave the Wednesday stream up for public. If you want to watch the other streams, you got to be a member. BSD doesn't deserve a shot up the rankings. Chandler doesn't deserve to be in the rankings, so that makes perfect sense. DDP's way too strong to get ragdolled like Whitaker. Dude, watch Brunson. Dude, it had nothing to do with the fucking nose. He got ragdolled in the first fucking 10 seconds of the fight. Had nothing to do with his nose. Hey, Joey, if Umar Islam wins, who do you think they fight after? Islam would probably fight Charles or Holloway, depending if Holloway gets a win in the lightweight division. In the meantime, Umar would probably end up fighting potentially Jan if Jan gets another win in the meantime as well. Basically. MVP won 29-28 and one scorecard ain't made up. It is made up. It was a fraudulent scorecard. He clearly won that fight. TRT Vitor versus Dadbod Vitor. Being juice helps you with fighting and training. Okay. Do you think Jan beats Umar? No. I think Umar. But Umar Jan's my fantasy bantamweight matchup right now. Duplessis is the Prohaska of the middleweight division. You actually aren't wrong. They have different skill sets, but you aren't wrong. I'd love to see DDP versus Yuri at some point. Sounds that technique that good, or is he just strong? I think both. I think his technique is unbelievable. Like, you don't realize there's so many little nuances in grappling that he hits people with shit you don't even see coming. Like, he's wrapping up your legs as he's fighting for your wrist, and he's attacking every single limb. That's how you know someone's a really elite grappler. They're attacking like all the limbs at once. Dude, it's because Brunson's a super high-level wrestler. That's why it was so weird to see. Duplessis flatlines Yuri worse than Alex. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm going to head out and watch your video. Yeah, watch the video that I just popped out before I jumped on stream. I think Duplessis was nervous in that fight, maybe at 185, 100%. I don't know. Listen, boys, can everybody like the stream? I would greatly appreciate it if you would like the stream. Somehow we get almost 300 people in here. We got 80-some likes, a complete and utter embarrassment to the algorithm. Now, I'm kidding. It's really not that big of a deal, but you guys should like the stream. It does help the channel. And then, if you could, let me go get the link to my video. Boom. UFC 311 videos out. MVP did not get robbed. MVP lost, man. It was more of a 30-27 for Ian than a win for MVP. MVP didn't do shit the entire fight. Just faint the entire time. But thank you, Tay2, for the 199. Appreciate you. Listen, I did a whole entire video on 211 or 311. I'm sorry. Here's the video. Go check out my video. I break down Merab Umar. I break down Islam Arman in that video. Please go check it out. Please like it, comment on it. Let me know your picks. Bump it up in the algorithm. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. And, yeah, I'll probably be live tomorrow, I would guess. Maybe not. If not, I'll be live Friday. I'll definitely be live Saturday for the fights. If you care to join me for the fights on Saturday, I'll be live. We can watch Ian Machado Garry absolutely flatline Shavkat. I'm out of here, boys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Good night. I'm hyped for UFC 311. I'll probably drop another video tomorrow. But, yeah, it's getting late. Good night, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you at the top.